I promised you guys to talk about what happened at Tony Robbins event, that I could walk on fire. And I did walk on fire. This is not me, but that's exactly what happened. So the first day, he teaches us that there is one thing that holds us back from achieving our potentials, and that's fear. We have two different types of fear, and that's fear of not being loved or not being enough. He showed us that all of us have this limiting belief that is like a cloud, and it doesn't let us see our full potentials and achieve them. And he calls it the mind. So it's not my mind or your mind, it's the mind. It's like a cloud on all of us. And in order to fulfill our potentials and achieve our potentials, we have to clear this cloud and see above it. Above that is where we are limitless. And during that process, we realize that actually that's our heart, and that's that sound that we hear when, for example, we want to do something and our mind tells us that, oh, you can't do that, or oh, if you do this, that person is not gonna like you anymore, or what if people judge you, or what do other people think about you, and these type of things. These talks are coming from the mind. And then despite this, sometimes we do what we really wanted to do, and there is another sound in another voice that we hear, and it's like, no, you can do it, go for it. And you go for it and you do it, and you really achieve what you wanted to do. So this voice is your heart, and you always you have to learn to always listen to this one. And that's what's happening. So at the fire walk, we walk on fire and we just listen to our heart, not our mind. So we just walk and we believe that we won't burn ourselves. And that's what we did, and that's what I did, and I didn't burn myself the first time. And then second time that I walked, I actually burned myself because I wasn't ready, because I was actually part of the crew members and I wasn't participating in the in the lessons during the day, and I was tired, and I knew I'm not in the right state of mind to walk on fire, but I really wanted to do it. And because I've done it once, I thought, oh, I just do the same thing. I don't look at the fire. I know how to walk, so I just do it. And I did it, and I burned myself, and I love it. I'm so glad I got burned. It may sound crazy, but let me tell you why. I loved it because first time I walked on fire, I could hear this from my friends, and that they were like, oh, that fire doesn't burn, and it's a special type of fire, and so many different things like that the meaning was that there is something wrong with the fire. And it's not your ability, it's not about your achievement of any type, it's about the fire being different. So second time after I burned myself, I realized for sure that is a regular fire and it can burn anyways. And the most important reason I loved it was that it showed me that you may do the same thing, but you may get a different result if you're not doing it right, or if you're not in the right state of mind. So it's really important not only what you do, but why you do it and how you do it. So I was doing the same thing and looked like I'm doing it the same way, but the reason, the real how also was different. So the why and how was different than the first time. And that's why I got a different result, and it hurt, but it felt so good, and I loved the lesson. So make sure when you're doing something, you are in the right state of mind as well, and you know why you're doing it, so that it keeps you in the right path. If you just follow something with blindfolds on, and you don't know why you're doing it, you may get a different result, and you cannot blame it on something else, on luck or bad luck or something else. It's you not being prepared. So I guess the word that I can use here is be intentional. Intentionality is very important. So if you want to achieve something, know your why, and then use the same method that somebody else used, somebody else that you already agree with and like and admire as a, or at least accept as successful person, and then do the same things that they've done. Not only like doing the same thing, being in the right state of mind. So it's not all about, that's the difference between the between a fake person or a real person. You can see it in their behavior, even in their eyes, if they're faking something and they don't believe in it. So make sure, just with yourself, be honest, and if you need to learn something, if you need to grow something in order to achieve something else, go in that route. Go find what you need to learn and learn that one. Don't think that it has to be an overnight success. It's been more than 3 years for me since that night that I walked on fire, and I've done a lot of small things that I actually couldn't see at the beginning, and maybe at some times I felt like I'm stuck and I'm not moving forward, but now when I look back, I see it, and I don't still see the full picture, but I know I'm on the right path, and that's the most important thing. And don't forget that your goals shouldn't be static, and that shouldn't be just in one place and then you achieve it and you're done, because then there is no happiness after that. So the goal is moving. The goal should be live. That's why you have to raise your standards. You have to move forward all the time. So you have a goal, you go forward, you upgrade your goal, you move forward. So you always stay in the right path, and till the last day of your life, you are in the right path, and you'll be happy because you have progress. And that's what that's the meaning of happiness. Progress is happiness. So I hope you like this video, and let me know if you need any type of help regarding understanding these, or finding your limiting beliefs, or if you know your limiting beliefs, like you want to know how to overcome it, let me know. And also I recommend watching my other video that I made about human needs, 6 human needs, and you will learn a lot about yourself watching that. And yes, feel free to ask me any type of questions regarding this topic. Thank you. Bye.